Hey folks, I'm making this short tip video as a sort of public service announcement for Eternity's Reach. At some point, the developers made a stealth update to the game which was not in any patch notes, but certainly impacts how points are accrued in this game mode. If you give me 3 minutes, I'll show you exactly what the change was and the simple adjustment you can make to my Eternity's Reach guide to save yourself from losing 30,000 points in the next event. That could be the difference in earning those coveted Governor Charm designs. But first, a special thank you to my Sloth Squad channel members whose continued support helps make guides like these possible. Also thanks to the Play Smarter community who've just made a new way for serious spenders to invest smarter and support my channel by leveraging your in-game spend with creator code SLOTH. If you want a trustworthy, concierge-like approach to spending that follows you from game to game, check out the link below in the description for details. So now, what exactly changed? Well, if you check out my Eternity's Reach guide, linked below in the description, I break down a strategy that relies on 2 key frontier skills: defeating Cazares for 1500 copper each, and occupying Veins for 5000 copper each. At the 5 minute and 37 second mark, I show the ability description for the latter skill, which reads, obtain 5000 copper ores when occupying a fracture vein, triggered once per minute. I then went on to show how, despite the description only mentioning fracture veins, it actually works on the regular level 1 through 3 veins as well. This therefore became a backbone of the strategy to outcompete whales who simply camp on level 3 veins all game. Now fast forward half a year later, and I released a couple of gameplay videos of Eternity's Reach, also linked below in the description, to show that the guide still in fact worked, as well as handle some unique situations that a lot of players were asking questions about. And here, I have to give a special thanks to viewer Samuel VW, who offered some critique of my gameplay. He asked why I wasn't capturing regular veins during the fracture vein spawn to trigger the 5000 copper ability, and I responded that they work on fracture veins, but then he challenged that view. And this led to some back and forth where I actually realized that the ability description had been updated to say, obtain 5000 copper ores when occupying a normal vein. You can see this at the 5 minute and 20 second mark in the newest video. I'm not sure exactly when this change happened, since I typically just muscle memory my way through the skill tree when I'm playing it myself. I'm also not sure if it was just an update to the description, or if the game code actually changed. Either way, on my next Eternity's Reach, I recorded and tested it. I found that indeed the ability does not activate on occupying fractured veins, so what does this mean for our Eternity's Reach strategy? Well, if you're sending all of your marches out to fractured veins during their spawn waves, you're actually leaving points on the table. This is because each fractured vein gives you 4000 copper ore over time as it is mined, while the ability triggering on a normal vein instantaneously grants you 5000 copper. Therefore, we should slightly revise our Eternity's Reach strategy during the fractured vein stages. Instead of dropping everything to send all your marches to the veins, try to send one march to a regular vein each wave. You can instantly recall it after earning the 5000 points from the ability and send it to another fractured vein in the same wave. If you don't do this extra step, that is 6 minutes each match times 5000 points, so in total 30,000 points you would otherwise miss out on. If I had done this on the video in which this comment was left, I would have got top 5 instead of top 10. That's an extra 5 charm designs and a frame just from using this one tip. So hopefully this helps you get better rewards on your next Eternity's Reach. And if you found this video helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay up to date with the latest strategies. And also be sure to check out the rest of the tips and tricks playlist for more great Kingshot insights. Thanks again for watching, and happy gaming out there.